Hi guys, so this video is on checking our solutions based off what we did on Tuesday. All right, so on Tuesday we got, for our level 1 question, we got n equals 5. So just to recap how we check, we need to replace all of the n's that were original and change them to what we got as an answer. All right, so I'm going to rewrite my equation. But instead of n with that number, and now I need to simplify. So I'm going to go ahead and simplify my parentheses first. All right, and then I'm just going to continue to simplify. So 2 times 6, 66, plus 40 is 106. And does that equal 106? It does. So what does that tell me? This is the part where we're missing. So a lot of people are experts on the checking, but then we're not writing our conclusion or understanding what our conclusion means. So what this means is that n equals 5 is correct, because when I checked both sides of the equation is balanced. Okay, so if my answer is correct, then I'm good and I don't need to do anything else. So let's take a look at example number 2. All right, so on Tuesday we got that n was equal to 13. So I need to go ahead and same thing. Anywhere I see an n, I'm going to substitute for 13. So I'm going to go ahead and rewrite that. Okay, and I'm looking to know if my left side, does it equal my right side? So does my left equal my right side? Just to save some time in our video, I'm going to go ahead and plug that into the calculator. So on my left side, I get negative 528. And on my right side, I get negative 125. So what does that tell me? All right, that tells me that n equals 13 is incorrect. But why is that incorrect? All right, so why is this incorrect? It is incorrect because these are not balanced. So that is good, but here's where we're missing. After I know that it's incorrect and I know that it's unbalanced, I need to go back to my problem and solve it again. All right, so I'm going to flip back to page 1, and we're going to take a look at example number 2, and I'm going to redo it underneath. So when I do this, I either need to look for my mistake or I need to try it again. All right, so let's go ahead and rewrite the problem. All right, and let's check our distribution. So when I distribute, I should get 16 goes with the negative 20, and 16 goes with negative 1n. Okay, that was the same up top, so I'm just going to put a check because I want to know where I made my mistake so that I don't make it again. Then we multiply, and we get negative 320. And here I should get negative 16n. All right, so that is exactly where I made my mistake, which is a common mistake a lot of us make. When I was multiplying a positive and a negative, I wrote that it was a positive, but it should be a negative. All right, so let's continue to solve this so we get the appropriate answer. So now this becomes a negative. This side is still 234. And this side is negative 13n. Our last step is to divide. And when I do that, I'm running out of space, so I'm just going to write it on the side. I get n equals negative 18. All right, so whenever you get an answer that you got wrong, we need to go back and recheck. So the new answer is n equals 18. And if we had time, we would also check that one and make sure that is correct. But for the sake of time, I'm going to just skip to the last one. All right. So the last one, I can tell because this is a pretty long decimal that we must have did something right. Because when we get decimals, they're usually terminating. And this is not. So I'm just going to flip back to the level 3 from Tuesday. And let's kind of scan through and go line by line and see what we did wrong. All right, so I'm going to get my highlighter. All right, and I'm scanning this first line. All right, so did I distribute correctly with my signs? Negative 10 and negative 6. So that part was good. All right, so now let's look at the next part. So when I multiplied, this got me negative 80 and this got me positive 60. That is also still correct. So up until this point, everything is good. So check. All right. Now I'm going to go ahead and look at our numbers. So I had negative 8x. That's good. This was a positive 92, so it should become a negative. That's good. This should become a negative 18. That's also good. Negative 80 should stay negative 80. And positive 60 should become, there it is, this should become a negative. So I'm going to go ahead and just fix that right in there. This is supposed to be a negative. So that changes this number. So I change that, and I should get negative 86 now. And this side is still equal to negative 172. I'm going to divide, and I get x equals positive 2. All right. What I would like you to do now is go ahead on your own and check when x is equal to 2. I want to know if this is balanced. All right, so when I solved and simplified both sides, I got 76, so that tells me that x equals 2 is correct because after my check, both sides are balanced. All right, we're going to focus more on error analysis in class. As always, if you have any questions, type them in at the end of the video.